Welcome to the very first video in my web development series. Whether you're here because you're curious about coding, want to build your own website, or just love to learn new things, you're in the right place. I'm Huda Debuse, a software engineer currently at Xbox, and I love to break down the world of tech into small, simple, fun, easy to follow steps. So let's get this journey started together. Now I know starting something new can feel a little overwhelming, right? But trust me, coding is actually a lot more approachable than you think. And we're going to prove that today by creating something super simple yet so iconic. And what's that? It's called the Hello World page. Yep, by the end of this video, you'll have written your very first piece of code and it'll be really simple. Does that sound good to you? It does to me, so okay, cool. Let's do this. Before we dive in, here's what you need. A computer, a text editor like Notepad for Windows, TextEdit for Mac, or VS Code if you're feeling fancy. A browser like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, or Safari on Mac to see the magic happen. That's it, no complicated setup or special tools, so it can be pretty simple. Open up your text editor. Like I mentioned, I'm going to go with Notepad. Okay. Make this big. And you're going to create a new file if one's not already created for you. So I'm in a new file right now within my Notepad text editor. Now go ahead and either just right now watch this video to see what I'm doing, and afterwards you can type the same thing and follow me, or what I'm going to do is put this probably in the description below for you to copy and paste. However, I do think that what I'm going to do right now is best for you to actually mimic by typing, and then versus the copy paste. And if you want to eventually, you can do that once you get the hang of HTML. So before we go on, we want to start off with specifying the doc type, which is HTML. And then we're going to open up the HTML tag and we're going to close it. Now this is important, you guys. This is the opening bracket and this is a closing bracket. So this is the opening and this is the closing. And it's letting us know that this is an opening tag and this is the closing tag. The only difference between the opening and the closing is this slash right here. So everything that happens like we want to add within an HTML document is going to happen between these two tags. I kind of think of it as a sandwich. We've got the opening slice of bread and then the closing slice of bread. And so within here, there's two main tags we want to add, which is the head and then the closing head tag. And within here, we're going to open up another tag, and it's going to be the title tag. And we're going to close it. Now, within the title tag, I want to say, I'm going to call this Hello World. Okay. So that's going to show up in the tab bar, which I will show you once we load this. And then we're going to have our body tag. So again, we open and we close it. So within here, we're going to open up a heading tag. So this is going to be the big headline that appears when you go to the page. So we're just going to say, Hello World, again. And let's add a paragraph tag, and that's going to be a P. So we open it and we close it. And we can say, welcome to your first coding journey. And that's it, you guys. Let's save that, and we will call it, I'm going to call it index.html. Now, please don't save it just yet. This is really important. We need to make sure that the extension of the file is an HTML file and not a TXT. It's not a text document, it's an HTML document. So if your editor defaults to saying save as type or defaults to a specific extension, be sure to just change that to the actual extension if it's provided, or click on all files, which allows you to save any sort of extension. So I've got index.html within a file type of all kinds, okay? So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to wait for you guys to do the same. Not that I can see you, but I'm just giving you a little bit of time. Okay, so now comes the really fun part. Go to where you went ahead and saved the document. So I'm going to go in here, and you'll see your index.html. And it should give you an icon that would be associated with the browser. If it still says .txt at any place, or you see a text icon, then there's a problem. But anyways, what you could do now is double click it. I'll bring this here. And there you have it, your web page. This is pretty cool, right? So there's your hello world, and this is your heading, the H1 tag, and this is your paragraph, the P tag. And if I hover over this, I don't know why I can't see the tab, but if you can see here, here's your hello world title. Now let's go and just change this. Let's just say that this is, instead of hello world, my first web page, okay? Go back to your browser, to where index.html is, refresh it, and now you'll see that the title tag here changed from hello world to my first web page. And then let's also change this. Let's say this is my first web page. And again, make sure this is between your paragraph tag. So go back again and refresh, and you'll see that your paragraph changed to this is my first web page. Isn't that pretty cool and pretty simple? If you guys had any struggles with this, let me know. But again, I will be pasting the snippet of code in the description, and that's it. And there you have it, your first step into the world of web development. This is just the beginning. We're going to be building on this with more HTML, adding styles with CSS, and making things interactive with JavaScript. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like this, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell so that you don't miss any future lessons. Oh, and if this is your first time creating a web page, let me know in the comments below. I want to celebrate you. There's so much more we'll be doing, and I'm excited for it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!